Hello everyone, I am Anuja Shrivastava and I welcome you all in class 6 biology class, and today we will study about the next chapter, the cell, and the name of that chapter is the cell, the basic unit of life. And in this chapter we will study about the cell, how it is discovered, and the rest of the things and what is cell. So let's start the cell. So when we are thinking the word cell, and why the cell is known as the basic unit of life, why it is known as the basic unit of life. So it is very easy to compare. Whenever construction work is going around your house, whenever the work is going around your house, so you are just observing the mason who are going to make the house and building. That mason is using the bricks. One by one bricks are attached and one side of wall is formed. Then again the bricks are attached and the another walls formed. That means bricks are going to attach all the four sides of walls and then the ceiling. And when all these four walls and ceilings are there, then a room is ready. So the same type of structure is there in our body. The cell is similar to the bricks. Okay, so number of cells are going to form tissues, and same there, number of bricks are combined to form the walls. Now number of tissues, they are going to form organs, and number of walls and ceiling are going to form the room. Now organs are combined and form organ system. And same here, the rooms are combined and form a different structure and it forms the building. And all the organ system, they are going to form the body. So same here, look at here, the basic structure of building is bricks, and same here, our body's basic unit is cells. That's why the cells are known as the basic unit of life. It is also structural and functional unit of life because it gives the structure to our body, and it also helps in the construction of different organs so that our body is going to be constructed. Now, how the discovery of cell started. So discovery of cell. So the cell, invention of cell and discovery of cells. So for this discovery of cell, one more important term is there, invention of microscope. Because microscope, it is an instrument which helps to see the very minute particles which we are not able to see with our open and naked eyes. So invention of microscope. So the first microscope was discovered by Antony von Leeuwenhoek in 1632 to 1723. That means one scientist was there named Antony von Leeuwenhoek, and he has designed this type of microscope by using the biconvex lens. With the help of this microscope, he has studied about the bacteria and the blood cells. But that lens, the Leeuwenhoek is also known as the father of microbiology. After this microscope, again one scientist is there, and the name of that scientist is Robert Hooke. This Robert Hooke designed a self-crude microscope by using the two lenses. He designed self-crude microscope by using the two lenses, and with the help of this microscope, he has studied about the thin slice of cork. When he studied the thin slice of cork under the microscope, then he has observed the slice of cork are this type of structure. They are having number of small rooms. These smaller structure, Robert Hooke in 1665, he gave the name cell. The cell he studied, that was the dead cell of the cork, and this cell word comes from the Latin word cellula, whose meaning is small or little room. Now, after the discovery of the cell, as the discoveries are started, the number of scientists are going to involve in that field. Same here, as the discovery of cells is started, now the other scientists are involved in this theory, and after number of time has been passed, one period of time is there, then improvements are there in the cell made, number of improvements are there in the cell made and in the technology, and one scientist named Schleiden and Schwann. This Schleiden and Schwann, they come in the field of cell theory in 1838, and they have given cell theory. Schleiden and Schwann has given cell theory. As per this theory, that means after the period of time, Schleiden and Schwann also comes in this field, and they had given the cell theory, and as per this theory, all the living organisms, plants and animals, are made up of cells. That means all plants and animals are made up of cells. As per the cell theory, one more point that they had given, that is the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. These 2 points are given by the Schleiden and Schwann, and this theory is known as the cell theory. This is very important theory. These 2 points are very important. Then after, one more scientist are there in this field, and the name of that scientist is Rudolf Virchow. This Rudolf Virchow, he came in 1868, and he also studied about the cell theory, and after studying the cell theory, one more point he has added, that the point he stated that the new cells which are formed in our body, that are formed by the pre-existing cells by the cell division. That means new cells are formed by pre-existing cells by cell division. That means this point this point is given by the Rudolf Virchow, and he is the German scientist, and he added one more point in the cell theory, that new cell, that means whatever the new cells are there in our body, the cells are going to divide inside our body, and that cells are going to produce the new cells, so that our body is going to grow. So this is about the discovery of cell and what is cell and cell theory. Rest of the topic, that means the size of cells, shape of cells and the parts of cell, we will study in the next video. Till then, bye bye.